Hello, everyone. So, today I want to kind of walk you through a few things on Google Classroom, some stuff that we haven't actually got to go over in class, but we need to talk about now that we are virtual for the rest of the week. And hopefully, I'll be able to clear up any kind of questions that you may have. So, when you first get on Google Classroom, the first thing that you see is what we call Stream. And so this shows you all the different assignments and everything basically that I post. And that can kind of get a little overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff there and it's not sorted very well. So I would suggest that the first thing that you do when you get on your Google Classroom is to click on Classwork. Classwork has been divided into categories, so it makes it a lot easier to find what it is that you need or what your assignments are. The first category that you'll see is assignments for lesson 1. And it'll show you that the lesson that's at the top is the last one that I posted. So it goes in order, show you which one is current, and it takes you back through all of the lessons that we've had from the very first day. The next section that you see is the quizzes, and it shows you all the quizzes that we've taken. Next, you'll see lesson notes. Now, lesson notes is where I put the sample problems that we work in class. So every day when we come into class and I write on the whiteboard and I give you samples and I write out all the rules, the vocabulary, all of those types of things, you will see all of those here. So like if you click on lesson notes, it will show you the pictures of my notebook. Now, if you're at home, whether you're traditional or virtual, then you need to make sure that you are copying these notes every day in your composition book. The next thing you'll see is the math tutor videos. And here you'll see that there are 2 videos for every lesson that we have in math. And so anytime that maybe you didn't understand what we went over in class, first, I would encourage you to go back and reread your notes. Look at the sample problems. See if there's anything that you're missing while you're working your homework. Next, I would watch these videos. These math tutor videos will show you another way to do the problems, maybe some hints on how to calculate them, and they are very helpful. Next, you'll see vocabulary. So far, we've only had 1 week of vocabulary, and you guys need to be paying attention to these words because we do have a quiz coming up very soon. Next, you'll see some state testing practice. We had a mid-topic assessment that was kind of geared toward like the way that state testing will be. We have our exact path login where you're supposed to go to exact path and figure that diagnostic test. We also had a study island beginning of the year test and one on our Savas Realize. So you've had several diagnostic tests that kind of give me an idea of where you're at. So make sure that you've completed all those. Next, you'll see the class forms section. Now here's a short video that just shows you how to turn in stuff on Doc Hub. This isn't just for math, it's for all of your classes, and it's just kind of a helpful video. Then you have your logins, whether it's Exact Path, Khan Academy, Study Island. They are all listed there, and your math syllabus. The next category is attendance, and if you see, all of our attendance questions are posted there. And today was Monday, so that's the latest one. You need to make sure that you are always answering the attendance question every day for every class that you have. Okay, so now what I want to do is kind of walk you through what I want you to do when you go to Savas Realize. Now, usually you'll click on one of these assignments and it'll take you straight to the Savas Realize website. And I've already gotten it pulled up here. So let's say we're going to start a practice problem. So we have lesson 1 math for school, practice and problem solving. And everybody has done this one already. So once you click start, it pops up and it shows you the problem. Now, most of the time, one of the things that you guys have an issue with is how do you write the answer correctly? Because sometimes you'll think, well, I know that I got that answer right, but once you put it in, it doesn't show up that it is right. So one of the things I want you to do, whether you're trying to figure out how to answer it or maybe you don't understand the lesson, is I want you to go to question help. And if you look right at the top of this lesson, there is question help. If you click on that, it gives you several different options. You can look at a video about it, you can look up the words in the glossary, but the most important thing is view an example. If you click on view an example, it gives you a sample problem that's exactly like the one that you're working. And it also shows you how to work it out. As you click continue and you go through the steps to work it out, at the very end, it will also show you the way that it wants you to answer the question. So by looking at the sample question, we know that it wants the answer in a fraction form. So when we go back to answer the question, after we click close, we can work this out and we know that this answer should be in fraction form just like it was in the sample question. Now, every single problem that we work has a sample question. It has one that you can walk through. It's going to walk you through the steps, just like if you were in the class with me, show you exactly what to do, just like in your notes. And that will help you a lot in working problems if you are frustrated and you don't know what to do. So hopefully that's a few little hints that will help you work through some of the challenges that we face while we're virtual. Don't forget that you can email me or have your parents reach out to me by phone if you have any questions or if you need any help. Have a good afternoon.